Mic check 1 2. What's going on, everybody? I figured I'd do a late night live stream. Usually I'd probably record one of these videos and edit it out and everything just to make it perfect, but I rather just live stream it, show you guys everything live, all my trades that I've done today live. I did talk about them in the morning live stream, but I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened, all the orders that I made, everything. But today, I'm gonna pretty much talk to you guys about which company I sold today, which was Kiron Life Sciences. And unfortunately, my resistance and my support lines are in American dollars because I am checking the Canadian Kiron, and I don't have my supports and my resistance lines drawn in. So I'm gonna show you guys in American, but the prices that I sold today were all in Canadian. But I'm going to show you guys exactly what it is. Let's see if the chat room's loading up. So I'm pretty much going to be talking about how I made almost $1,000 in trades today. I made $1,000 in profit. I sold $10,000 worth of shares. Hello everybody, how's it going? Lovepreet Singh, Modern Picasso, Crazy Addy. Nice to see you guys late night today. It's 9:11 p.m. my time. I usually don't live stream at this time. Usually I'd be editing. But yeah, let's talk about Kiron and why I sold today and why I bought. So pretty much as you guys can see, I have a support line right here, and I was expecting Kiron to pretty much follow this support line, and I think it was on the 19th or on the 18th we saw Kiron break past this resistance line. So I started a position with Kiron in Canadian dollars. I'm going to show you guys right here. I only have now 750 Kiron shares. This is my Canadian portfolio right here, well, at least part of it, and I bought $3 I actually bought 3,000 Kiron shares at 373. Now I'm only left with 750 Kiron shares. I'm going to show you all the sell orders that I made. So you know what, if we pull up the Canadian charts, I'll show you guys exactly where I bought these Kiron shares. So the Canadian charts, I bought it right around here at around 373. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to show you in American because all my supports are already drawn in. So I purchased it pretty much right around here. Once they passed over this resistance line here, I had a feeling that they were gonna do pretty well. As you can see here, there was also a lot of volume. And when I sold today, I'm going to show you guys my sell orders. So I'm pretty much going to show you the companies that I sold. I sold Kiron today and I sold Hexo. I've been holding 3,000 Kiron shares at around $3.73. Hexo, I've been holding onto 1,000 at $6.76, but I've already sold 400 shares, and today I sold 200 shares. I'm going to just check on the live chat, see how everyone's doing. How's it going, Neurosis? And yes, I gotta thank Neurosis and give a shout out to Neurosis because maybe if it wasn't for Neurosis, I wouldn't be doing swing trades with Kiron. So so let's talk about the sales that I've made. So today, this morning, in my pre-market live stream, I actually talked about the sell orders I was going to make. So one of my first sell orders was Kiron, 1,500 shares. I sold at 395, between 391. So right here it says that the order was filled, 1,500 shares at $3.95. My average fill was 391. I also said that I would sell Hexo shares. I sold 200 Hexo shares at $8.62, and then later on that day at around 2:41 p.m. I sold 750 more Kiron shares at $4.05. So that's a total of 2,250 Kiron shares that I sold today. And as you can see right here from my position, I'm still holding on to 750 Kiron shares, and they're still up 10%. So maybe tomorrow I might sell another half if Kiron continues to push forward. But let's look at the charts right now. I noticed Kiron went above this resistance line right here. So my immediate reaction, pretty much once Kiron went up this resistance line, is like, I'm gonna collect some more profits because it might pop up and then slowly decline, because right now there was a lot of consolidation with Kiron. At first they were uptrending nice and nice. They were uptrending on this support line. Everything looked good, and now it just seemed to be a little overbought. It just kind of skipped this trend and it just consolidated, and I'm gonna draw a line right here, and immediately spiked up. So it became a lot more steep than what I liked, which is why I decided to buy into Kiron, because I noticed all the volume, and then I decided to sell and collect profits all around here. And then as for Hexo, I showed you guys right here, I sold Hexo shares. I sold 200 Hexo shares at $8.62. So I did the math right here. If I sold 1,500 Keyron shares at $3.95, that's $5,925. I sold 200 Hexo shares at $8.62. That's $1,724. And then later on at 2:41 p.m., I sold 750 Keyron shares at $4.05, and that equals $3,037.50. So that's a total of $10,686.50 that I sold. And if you do the math, I made $942 in profit, to be exact, today. But yeah, let's just take a look at how the chat room's going. New pick, Dixie Brands. So Neurosis always has some hot picks, and I'm not gonna buy MedMen. I actually own MedMen. I'm gonna show you guys my portfolio. I have some MedMen right here at $3.71. I bought 400 shares of MedMen. You guys could take a look at my portfolio right now. I don't usually like showing my portfolio. I like to keep things private, but I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of my Canadian portfolio. So as you can see, I have very little Aurora shares. I have 250 Aurora shares at $7.24. I have Afria 300 shares left at $8.50. I'm currently up 58% on Afria. I'm currently up 81% with Aurora, currently up 30% with Hexo. Keyron, I'm only up 10%. Even Parcel Pal, I bought that at 26 cents. I'm currently up $19. I actually collected some profit with Parcel Pal. I used to have 8,000 shares. A lot of these companies, I used to have a lot more, and I've slowly been collecting profits. Afria, I used to have 1,000. Aurora, I used to have 3,750, and then I sold that, and then I ended up buying 1,000 more, and I sold that. Hexo, I used to have 1,000 shares. Keyron, I had 3,000. This, I had 8,000. I think MedMen, I haven't collected profits with MedMen yet. Planet 13, I used to have over 2,000 shares, and I've been collecting profits. I'm actually looking to buy back into Planet 13 since it's slowly starting to decline. And Supreme Cannabis, I used to have, I think, 2,000 shares, and I sold all my Supreme Cannabis, and I'm just kind of holding on to one to see if it goes low, just to start a position in Supreme Cannabis again. So yes, I do own MedMen. I'm actually going to take why do you post multiple times same thing? What's up with one share of fire? Yeah, I know there's only one share of Supreme Cannabis because I collected all my profits. I sold 1,999 shares, and I'm just holding on to one share just to keep an eye on it, just in case it goes below. If I ever see Supreme Cannabis go below $1.99, I'll start a position again, or anywhere near this price. It's kind of just to monitor the stock without, because if you guys look at my watch list is just packed with companies. So it's kind of hard to keep an eye out on these companies. On my watch list, my portfolios, it's easier to keep track on it through that. So let's just see what you guys are saying in the chat room. I'm just gonna see what you guys are up to. So happy, crazy Addy. Well, I post every day. I try to help you guys every day. There's a lot of amazing YouTubers that can help you out. You sold what, Keyron, last week at 323? Honestly, I've been buying and selling Keyron so many times. I'm selling out of my position. I won't be surprised to see Keyron go up to $5. I might hold on to a core position for Keyron, maybe like 250 shares. Good to buy ACB now, or should wait for a price drop? Honestly, ACB right now, I personally wouldn't buy at these prices, because look at the price I have ACB at. I could have bought so many times, but I'm not buying ACB because I have it at 724. So for me, that's a little too high to buy. And we can look at ACB at the ACB charts real quick. This is a live stream after all, so I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. So I did make almost $1,000 today. It's $942 profit to be exact. So maybe it was a little clickbait. I did say 1,000, but 1,000 sounds better than 942. We'll take a look at the ACB, but I personally wouldn't buy it. But in the end, it's up to you. Legally, I can't tell you what to do. You bought Keyron at 313. That's really good. Honestly, I bought Keyron for a swing trade, and then I got out of at least, I think, 75% of my position today. So I'm still holding on to a little bit more of my position. Happy to see you getting more polished with your technical analysis. Thank you, Modern Picasso. Guys, buy MedMen. Yes, I am holding on to MedMen, holding on to all of my Keyron shares, going to the moon. I mean, I don't blame you. Keyron, I might hold on to a core position, that's for sure. And we could take a look at Dixie Brands. If that's your new pick, I could definitely, so Neurosis new pick is Dixie Brands. We could take a look at Dixie Brands. First, I want to talk about Aurora real quick. Actually, I dropped a video on Aurora today, and I talked about it already, so I don't even really think that it's necessary. But I'll give you guys my opinion on Aurora. I do think Aurora right now is a little over bought, which is why you could see here that I actually made a sell order for Aurora. I made a sell order to sell 100 shares of Aurora at $13.90. Unfortunately, this was the only order that got expired. It did not go that high. We might see Aurora hit that high tomorrow. Who knows? Aurora has been on a massive run. And in the morning, you could see there was a lot of volume in the morning. They were overbought. And they did go over this support line right here. We could look at the 6-month charts, and I'll show you guys my support. Aurora has been consistently uptrending between these two lines, and I kind of want to see them continue to uptrend in between these two lines. I think that's going to be healthy for the company to do that. If we see a huge spike, it might be followed by a huge decline, because we've seen that in the past. So I personally want Aurora to steadily push forward, and then maybe the only time I would like to see Aurora have a huge spike is if they land a deal. And I actually just made a video on Aurora today on all the potential deals that they could land. So let's just take a look at what else you guys are saying. By the way, Dixie Brands. We're gonna take a look at Dixie Brands. ACB $110 million in revenue with market cap of $12 billion. Yes, you are 100% right. Those numbers don't make sense. A lot of these companies, their valuations are a little out of whack, and the numbers don't make sense. But this is the cannabis industry where it's a growth industry right now. A lot of people are speculating in a lot of growth, so you can't really expect numbers to make sense. Some companies, I do like their numbers. For example, I think Kushco has a very good valuation. Kushco is kind of I wouldn't say undervalued, but their numbers kind of make sense. Kiran is going to the moon. Andrew, nice to see you here. Andrew, ACB partners with Can Group came over Fidelity Newswire at 7:30 p.m. Do you have the link to that? I would like to read that. I missed Aurora's move last week. Would have made 10 grand. Oh man, don't we all wish we bought Aurora last week? I personally wouldn't buy, because I have Aurora at such a low price. You guys could take a look at my portfolio right here. I have Aurora. Like I said, I used to have over 3,700 shares of Aurora. If you guys don't believe me, you guys could look up Investing Hustler's marijuana portfolio, and I had, like, I think at that time 3,300 shares of Aurora, and I pretty much sold all my shares prior to legalization. And then yeah, I've been back and forth with Aurora. Aurora is actually the company that I've made the most money with. I've made over $10,000 with Aurora Cannabis. So obviously it's all for a good reason that I've sold my shares. Hopefully I'll get another buying opportunity. For now, this is my small core position with Aurora. I don't plan on selling any more shares unless I see a huge run with Aurora Cannabis. So I want to actually look at Dixie, since you guys are talking about Dixie. So this is Neurosis' new pick, and honestly, you got to give Neurosis some credibility, or some, I don't know how to say it, but Neurosis has called out some hot stocks. He's called out you can tell me, Neurosis. I know you called out Kiran. What was the other one? You're gonna have to say it on the chat room, because I don't know which ones you've called out. Is this the company you're talking about? Ticker symbol DIXIU, Dixie Brands. Is that your new pick? We can take a look at Dixie Brands. Right now, Dixie Brands price to sales 34. That's a little high. Total assets 383,000, and their market cap is 152 million. I hope this isn't the company you're talking about, because this company looks way overvalued. But it doesn't, it's not, I wouldn't be surprised to see this company make a run, but it does look a little overvalued. Let's take a look at the chat room, see what Neurosis is saying. Dixie Brands has a joint venture with Kiran. They have beverages, tinctures, chocolates, gummies, and also have pets. Helix Organogram. So I missed Aurora moves. We could take a look at Organogram, Helix and Organogram. Oh yeah, Helix he called out. Organogram, that's a pretty obvious one. I love Organogram. Unfortunately, I've sold out of Organogram too early. Made 700 off Verastem over the last 5 days. That's nice. If you guys want to tell me how much money or how much gains you've made, or any nice moves you've made in the past week, or You guys could type it out in the chat room. I'm open to hearing what you guys did as well, because I showed you guys exactly all the trades that I made. Has anyone made any sales today? I know some people have sold some stocks today. I was talking to a few people on my videos. So I've sold, like I mentioned already, $10,686.50 worth of shares, and I made a total of $942 profit today. So it is I think one of my best days in 2019. In 2018, I've had way better days. I think I've had days where I've made like 5-6 grand in a day, but that was all thanks to Canopy and Aurora. So today it is my best day for 2019. Hopefully my days get better throughout the year. But yeah, let's so yeah, orgasm gram. Keep your eyes open for USMJ, PJET, OTC. I called Kieran, Felix, Harvest Health, and Dixie Brands. So yeah, those are, and all those companies are hot picks. I've personally made money off Kieran and Helix. I didn't dip my fingers into Harvest Health because I did not like their numbers on paper, but they actually have had a nice run today. They went up 9% today. Dixie Brands, is that, I don't know if this is the company. No, it's definitely not this company. I want to take a look at Dixie Brands because that company looked scary. Let's take a look at Dixie Brands. So I'm guessing it's ticker symbol DIXIU. So it is this company. Honestly, they look overvalued in my opinion right now, but I won't be surprised to see them make a run. But what scares me here is the total assets, 383,000 in total assets, and their market cap at 152 million. And this is a pharmaceutical company. Have you guys heard of Dixie Brands? What do you guys think about Dixie Brands? I picked up some NXTTF. Can you take a look at Hexo? They are moving like crazy. Yes, Hexo has had a nice run, and like I mentioned today, I did sell 200 Hexo shares today, and I'm still holding on to 400 Hexo shares. I'm currently up 30% on Hexo. I used to have 1,000 shares of Hexo, so far I've gotten rid of 60% of my Hexo position. But we could definitely take a look at Hexo. So let's hope I have lines ready for Hexo. Yes, I do. So these lines were actually filled before, and now we're looking at Hexo. I did say that we had a resistance at around $9, and Hexo has quickly reached that resistance line right here. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether Hexo breaks past this resistance line or whether it gets rejected and starts trading sideways in between $8 and $9. We've seen Hexo trading uptrending on this support line since 2019. So they had a nice little uptrend, and at this point Hexo does seem to be overbought. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Hexo does look overvalued, which is exactly why I'm collecting profits. Price to sales for Hexo 345. I think that's a little too high. Price to revenue 78, also a little too high. So total assets $446 million in assets, and market cap 1.7 billion. It's not that bad. Honestly, I won't be surprised to see Hexo go back to their all-time highs. We've seen Hexo go, I think, almost as high as $9. You know what? It's almost reaching its all-time highs, which is why I've drawn a resistance line right here. So Hexo is about to reach all-time highs again, and when Hexo, or if Hexo reaches all-time highs again, I will probably be selling 200 more shares of my Hexo. Because I'm pretty happy with the profits I've collected with Hexo. So far, I think I made over $1,000 with Hexo in total. Not today. Today I made, let me see how much money I made with Hexo. Today I only made $372 with Hexo. But I think, honestly, Hexo is a little overvalued. Dixie Brands has joint venture. I'm holding 4K shares in Tilt. That one is going to be huge. Look up stats on MedMen. Okay, we could look at MedMen. I like MedMen, and as you could see, I am currently a MedMen shareholder. I have 400 shares of MedMen at $3.71. We could take a look at MedMen. I'm pretty sure I have some resistance and some support lines in there for them. So yeah, I guess it's not that much, but I did have, oh, here, let's put in the 5-minute charts. So I guess I pretty much drew a resistance and a support when I was ready to buy MedMen. Let's look at the 1 month chart, because this is not showing my. So right here, so pretty much this was when I started to buy MedMen. When it was downtrending right here, I picked up MedMen at around 370. I think, let me find the exact price. I picked up MedMen at, let's see, where's MedMen? 371. So what I must have seen was MedMen bounce off this support line right here, and I must have picked it up right here as it was pushing forward, because I thought MedMen was getting ready for a run. Unfortunately, it immediately started declining, but bouncing off this support line that I've drawn. And now, just recently, MedMen has made a run in the past 2 days. So we've seen MedMen go from all the way from 356 all the way up to $4.10. At this point, there is a lot of volume. MedMen does seem to be overbought. We see a nice little gap here, so we might see MedMen fill in this gap. I'm not sure, but we'll look at their stats right now. So MedMen price to sales 9.4. So when you compare that to a company like Hexo, that's really good. Price to book 11, and Hexo was in the hundreds and in the 70s. Total assets $497 million in assets, market cap $503 million. So I think that looks really good. When a company has $497 million in assets and their market cap is $503 million, they almost have as much assets as the size of their market cap. So MedMen, in a way, does look undervalued when you compare it to other cannabis stocks. So I still like MedMen, but obviously I wouldn't be picking up at these prices. I was picking up at this line. I've talked about this line, I'm sure, in one of my morning live streams, because this line was drawn previously. So this is a nice support line right here. This is a good buying point. Anything I would say under 370, I'd be purchasing more MedMen. Anything above that, I'm trying to sell. Let's see when I do plan to sell. If MedMen goes, let's see. Right here, if MedMen goes, I will be collecting some profits. I'm gonna draw a nice resistance line here. So we see a resistance at around 425, and then there's obviously a second one if we see them reach their 50. Well, right here there's another one at 435. I would like to see MedMen trading in between these two lines, and then obviously there's the all-time highs. This is if you're holding on to MedMen long term, you're hoping MedMen goes back to their previous highs. I would love to see MedMen go back to $8 again. We still got a long way to go to $8, but anything's possible at this point. If MedMen goes up to $8, I might just hold MedMen long term, because this company looks way undervalued, and I wouldn't be surprised to see MedMen reach the 1 billion market cap, so they would double in market cap. So MedMen, it's looking like a good hold for me. Unfortunately, I had such a small position in it. I only have 400 shares of MedMen. So it's honestly, I might just gamble with this company and try to hold it and see if it doubles. It would be nice to see MedMen reach $7 to $8. So yeah, these are the two resistance lines for the short term if I want to collect profits quick. And if I want to be patient, I could try to wait till $8 to see if MedMen doubles in market cap. So yeah, let's see what else you guys are saying. ACB, I'm not sure, do you want me to look at ACB, Mohammed? Because I already did analyze them and I made a video on them, but have you ever looked at Fought Us? I haven't, to be honest. I have not looked at Fought Us. Let's see. I've never seen this member. Are you a new member? I think I have a new member here, because I've seen a new name that I haven't seen. Kieran is a beast. Yes, Kieran is a beast. So if you guys are just joining the live stream, today I sold 2,250 worth of Kieran. So these are all my sell orders today. I actually announced a lot of my sell orders in the morning live stream. I sold 1,500 Kieran shares at around 9:36 a.m. I sold 200 Hexo shares at 10:02. Well, I made these orders, and then 750 at 2:41. So I'm gonna try to read this chat, because I noticed that I'm missing a lot of comments. 48 North is a great company. Yeah, I did want to start a position in 48 North. Unfortunately, I don't want to chase the stock. So I'm hoping for a decline. Bart Ski 407. I think you're a new member. I've never seen you before. Welcome to the membership. Don't forget to join my membership. My members, guys. It's $4.99 a month, and every time if you're a member, whatever request you have, your request always comes first. Also, you do have the option to request any personal videos. For example, the Ford video that I made this weekend, that was a video requested by members. So I'm holding 4K shares in Tilt. That one is going to be up huge. So we could take a look at Tilt, and then we'll look at Aurora Cannabis again. I did look at Aurora Cannabis already, so if you do want to rewind and listen to what I said about Aurora Cannabis, you could. But if not, I'll talk about them again. That's fine. So Tilt, this looks like a fresh IPO. This company IPO'd on December 2018. This company is way too new. There's not really any trends going on except for this this downtrend. But it's too soon to kind of call it a downtrend, because at any given point, I think this could easily reverse. We could start seeing some consolidation. We'd see a gap up. Let's take a look at their valuation, at their financials, see if we can find anything on them. Price to book is 36. That is a little high. Total assets 17 million with a market cap of 288 million. So 17 million in assets and a market cap of 288 million. It does look a little overvalued, but let's see. Currently a buy, and a strong buy. So technical analysis says it's a buy. 1 minute it's a buy, strong buy. I don't even think we have a 1 month, because this company is barely a month old. Actually, no, this company is like 3-4 months old. So honestly, it does look like we might have a good buying opportunity. We might hit this previous resistance right here, might turn into a support, and it's currently approaching that. So maybe if it does go down to 245, it might be a good buying opportunity, but you never know. This could go back to its IPO range. It is currently downtrending, so it's about to hit this little triangle pattern here. So what we would like to see, obviously, is a reversal. We would love to see this company reverse here, but worst case scenario, it could continue to push down to this previous support, or use this as a resistance line. So this is a fairly new IPO. It's kind of hard to read this company, but yeah, let's see what you guys are up to. Oh yeah, don't forget to leave me a like, guys. I haven't begged for likes yet. Let me see how many likes you guys have given me. So did anyone sell any companies today? Anyone make any money today? Because today was a very green day, and I definitely was I definitely had my finger on the sell button today. I was ready to sell my Aurora shares. I was ready to sell anyone. So 21 likes. Let's try to get this to 50 likes if possible. Dixie just IPO'd. Yes, it did IPO. I do think it is a little overvalued, but because Neurosis likes it, I like it. So what's going on? Scooter McGooter. That's a cool name. We could take a look at Curaleaf. Maple Mike. What are you laughing at, Maple Mike? Are you laughing at me? Just kidding. Armando, what up, Hustletown? I think I should change my name to Hustletown. Did you already talk about Aurora? I did already talk about Aurora, but I think I'm going to talk about it again because you guys are requesting it. So let's look at Curaleaf. I see a lot of people mentioning Curaleaf, or maybe it's the same person spamming Curaleaf. But Z Lazy, I sold some CanTrust to buy more Aurora, but my position in Aurora is pretty low. So even if I had 300 to 400 at this price, my average share price does not go up as much. Okay, Curaleaf it is. No worries, Lucas, I got you. But let me just mention that this is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes. I don't want you guys to be buying or selling stocks based on my opinion. I'm looking at these companies super quick. It's not enough due diligence to determine whether you're buying or selling these companies. It's just my quick opinion. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna look at these charts, let you guys know. So the first thing I noticed is a huge gap up, but that was last year. So maybe there was a reason for that gap up. I have no idea. So you would have to look into why this company had such a huge gap up from or maybe because look, it actually skips. I think it IPO'd into the into a different exchange, like maybe to the New York Stock Exchange, because right here we see April 2018 and then all of a sudden skips to November 2018. So something must have happened in between here to have that huge gap up. So maybe that's fine. I don't think there's going to be a chance of filling that gap. So technical analysis, it's a buy, and a sell. 1 minute, it's a sell and a strong sell. So it's kind of mixed answers there. Unfortunately, we don't have a price to sales, we don't have a price to revenue, no price to earnings. It's not a profitable company. Total assets, $76,000 in assets, and it has a market cap of 2.85 billion. So just take that in. They have $76,000 in assets and their market cap is 2.85 billion. So that, to me, that's a company that's a little overvalued, but who knows? Who knows? This company can continue to push forward. They had a 7.15% run today, but honestly, it's just not a company for me. It's just way overvalued. We might be uptrending. We might be. It's kind of new. It looks like this company must have been listed on like the Nasdaq or the New York Stock Exchange, because to see it go from all the way from a penny stock trading at 27 cents, and then the very next time we've seen it trade, it was at $7.20. So that's like that's over 1,000% run. So there's not enough information on this company to determine whether I think it's a safe stock. But from what I see, it does look a little overvalued. It does have a lot of volume right now, so it's honestly a very tough company to call. But I do see a resistance line right here, and we're kind of approaching that. We're kind of approaching this triangle pattern, and usually when we see this triangle pattern happen, it's going to swing one way or another. So we might see this company either some consolidate all the way down here, or break past this resistance. So right now, I personally won't be investing into Curaleaf. It's very I think overvalued in my opinion, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to make a run. A lot of these companies, like take a look at Kronos, take a look at Canopy, they're overvalued, but they can still continue to push forward. So yeah, let's see what else you guys are saying. I guess we could take a look at Aurora one last time. I did make a video on Aurora. I appreciate all you do for us, and I love the educational side of the videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Dante Bruce. I always appreciate anyone's kind words. USA is the next big legalization. Oh, you guys are typing fast. I can't even read. Bailed on Kiron. I didn't bail on Kiron. Or are you saying you bailed on Kiron? I sold 75% of my position with Kiron. Eventually, all these companies will become subsidiaries of Canopy, Aurora, Tilray, and Afria. Honestly, I won't be surprised to see that. Anything's possible. I've learned to expect the unexpected. Okay, we're gonna look at Aurora one last time. This was supposed to be a quick little live stream just to pretty much show you guys how I day traded, swing traded today. You guys could take one more quick glance of my portfolio, or you guys can rewind and pause it. That's currently just my Canadian portfolio, and these are the sales that I've made today. We'll take a look at Aurora one last time. I've already made a video on Aurora today. You guys could check it out. I talked about everything that I believe in Aurora. I talked about what I think is going to happen, the potential partners, and I also talked about when I think Aurora will land a partner, and I do think it's going to be this year. So you guys should check out my new video on Aurora Cannabis. So yeah, right here we have Aurora Cannabis, and they've been uptrending with this support and this resistance line right here, and they've been uptrending consistently since 2019, since the beginning of this year. So obviously recently we've seen it break this resistance line right here. We've seen it break it. So what I'm hoping is it continues to uptrend in this line. I think that will be healthy for the company, because if Aurora shoots up too quick, we might see it followed by a huge decline. Because if unless Aurora lands a deal, that's the only way I'll be okay with Aurora pushing forward too fast. Because sometimes when a company goes up too fast, too quick, too soon, what goes up must come down. We've seen it happen here. Aurora was just pushing forward too fast, too quick, too soon, and immediately followed by a huge decline. So if the same thing happens, I have a feeling it's gonna decline. I do think we have a resistance line here at $14. If it breaks past that resistance line, we have another one at $16. We might reach new all-time highs again with Aurora. We might see Aurora hit $17, $18. But for now, we still have to pass this $14 support line. I would love for it to be trading in between these lines. If you see right here, there's a little gap with Aurora right here. What I would like to see is Aurora decline and hit the support line and then continue to uptrend. So I'll show you guys with some lines what I would love to see with Aurora, even though obviously you don't want to see Aurora go down, but I just don't want to see Aurora go up too quick. So I would love to see it go down there and then followed by hitting that support line right here and then continue to uptrend. I think that would be the best case scenario, because it would be steadily climbing up, not too fast, not too soon, and I think that would be healthy for the stock. Because obviously I do think if we see Aurora continue to push forward too fast too soon, then that might be a bad sign, and we might see them decline way too quickly, because we just broke past this resistance. We're going to break past this resistance, and if all that happens too quick, Aurora might follow with a huge decline, unless we land a deal, unless we land a good brand name deal, a good brand deal, however you say it, a good deal, then that'll be okay if we see it go up too fast too soon. But that's currently what I think about Aurora. I do think Aurora is overvalued, but at this point these numbers don't have to make sense. Price to sales 235, price to revenue 109. When you compare that to companies like Medman, companies like let's see, Kushco, Aurora looks way overvalued on top of that, but their assets are good. Total assets 4.87 billion, market cap 12.8 billion. Honestly, these numbers don't have to make sense, especially if Aurora lands a deal. We've seen Aurora go all the way up to 16 before, and that was prior to legalization. That was prior to them beating their previous earnings. So now Aurora has had over 110 million dollars in gross revenue. I think numbers are gonna back up, like they have more numbers to back them up now versus then. Back then when Aurora made that run to 16, that was pretty much based on the hype of legalization. Now I think we're gonna rise up based on the fact that we're gonna land a deal, and I do think we will land a deal. If you guys want to know when, or want to know when I think when, check out my video that I made today on Aurora cannabis. Free beer. Who's giving away free beer? Do you ever use Bollinger Bands on your TA? Bollinger Bands, you're gonna have to be more specific. Are you guys cracking up without me? All I see is laugh my ass off, LOL. I'm missing out on this exciting chat. Eventually all these companies will become subsidiary. Yep, I already read this. Either way, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully you guys had a nice green day. Hopefully we continue to have an amazing week. We're still at 28 likes, guys. Come on, try to get me to 50 likes. And honestly, I think that's it for now. Unless you guys have one more request, any more videos, attention, I am looking for someone to wax my yacht that I'm buying this summer with my Kiron profits. Okay, Neurosis. Maybe I sold out of Kiron too soon. If I see Kiron go to $20, I'll be kicking my ass, because I just sold 2,250 shares of Kiron today. I sold them at $4.05. Imagine Kiron goes to $20. I guess that's what something I have to live with. That's the decision I have to live with. But I will be holding on any idea about WWT IPO. Unfortunately, I don't have any idea. I will have to do a little more research on them. But we can definitely take a look at them. Maybe I could do some research on them tonight, and I'll have something prepared for the morning live stream. Oh, Neurosis will be giving us free beer. I won't be surprised. Neurosis has been calling out some bangers. Neurosis is on fire. And what was your newest pick, Neurosis? I think it was Helix. No, I forget what it was. But yeah, so Neurosis. Oh, Dixie Brands. So you guys could take a look at that. DXBRF. You know what? I think I was looking at the wrong Dixie Brands. Maybe I'm going to type in that ticker symbol, DXBRF. Yep, I was definitely looking at the wrong Dixie Brands. Oh no, I think that's the right one. Honestly, in my opinion, this company does look a little overvalued, but doesn't mean it's not going to make a run. What scares me is the $288,000 in assets and then the $114 million in market cap. Price to sales is a little high at 34. You know what? I might just gamble with it. Put like $500. Put my faith in Neurosis, because Neurosis has been on fire. I guess there's no more. Let's see if you guys have many things. Bollinger Brands are indicator overlay. I'm gonna have to look at that, because let me Google it. I'm not familiar with that. Bollinger Bands. Well, if I don't know about it, clearly I'm not using it. Oh, okay, okay. Are you talking about the BWAPs, I guess? Or the VWAP? No, this doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to do some studying tonight because clearly you're teaching me something that I don't know. I've never said I know it all, but thank you for telling me about that. I'll probably do some studying tonight. Either way, guys, it's been a nice green day today. $942 in profits today. I hope you guys also had a green day. 90% price action stays within Bollinger Bands. I'm definitely gonna have to learn something about Bollinger Bands so I don't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about next time. Either way, guys, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you guys had a green day, and hopefully we continue to have a green week. I'm gonna keep you guys updated with my gains if I keep collecting profits. This is the first time I've ever done a late night live stream. Well, I guess it's not late, it's 9:51. I'm gonna relax now. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. Thanks for joining me, and check out my new video on Aurora if you haven't yet. I'm pretty sure you guys will find it interesting. And Neurosis, you better invite me to that yacht party because we're all coming. All right, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys at tomorrow's morning live stream, half hour before the markets open. Bye bye.